What happens when you go silent? When you pull away, when you stop texting, when you stop explaining yourself, when you cut the cord completely. They don't just wonder where you went, they start questioning everything. Your absence echoes louder than your presence ever did. And the silence you create forces them to face something they never expected, a world without your energy. That's the power of no contact. It isn't weakness, it isn't a game, it's a declaration. A Stoic would tell you that control over yourself is the highest freedom. Epictetus wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And no contact is exactly that. Mastery. Mastery over your emotions. Mastery over your reactions. Mastery over the need to chase someone who couldn't value you when you were there. If you've ever wondered whether no contact works, let me tell you this. Nothing shakes someone harder than silence. Words can be ignored. Explanations can be twisted. Pleading can be dismissed. But silence? Silence is a mirror, and it forces them to see their own actions, their own choices, their own loss. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why no contact makes them question everything, why your absence rewires the power dynamic, and how, instead of waiting for them, you use this time to reclaim every ounce of your strength, discipline, and worth. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments before we go any deeper. My silence is my power. My absence speaks louder than my words. Number 1. Silence reveals your true value. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Think about that for a moment. When you were with this person, they got used to your presence, they got used to your attention, your words, your time. And in that comfort, they forgot your value. They started to assume you would always be there, that no matter how they treated you, you'd keep giving. That's what constant availability does. It dulls the edges of your worth in their eyes. But silence changes everything. When you go no contact, you stop giving them what they took for granted. You remove the comfort of your energy, and suddenly, they see the space you used to fill. Your silence throws a spotlight on your value in a way your words never could. They replay moments. They remember the small things you did. They notice the absence of your voice, your laughter, your presence. And here's the truth. The human mind craves what it cannot access. Scarcity creates desire, and silence creates scarcity. The Stoics understood this well. Seneca warned, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." By going silent, you stop being the seeker. You stop chasing crumbs. You stop handing out your energy like it's worthless. Instead, you force them to crave you, to recognize that what they had with you is not so easily replaced. And here's the most important part. This isn't just about making them realize what they lost. It's about making you realize what you're worth. No contact isn't punishment. It's revelation. It shows both of you that your presence is valuable, and that without you, their world feels a little emptier. When you feel tempted to break no contact, remind yourself, your silence is a gift. Don't throw it away. Let them sit in the void you created. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My silence reveals my value. Number 2. No contact breaks the cycle of chasing. Epictetus taught, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Think about how often we get trapped in the cycle of chasing. You send the message, you wait for the reply, you explain yourself, you defend yourself, you beg them to see your worth, and each time, you hand over your power like it means nothing. That's not love. That's slavery to their validation. No contact is where that slavery ends. It's the moment you draw a hard line and say, I will not chase what is running away. I will not beg for what should be freely given. I will not lower myself to prove my worth to someone who was blind to it in the first place. That silence is not just absence, it is rebellion, a refusal to play a game that only leaves you drained. When you stop reaching out, you regain your dignity. You break the cycle that kept you locked in weakness. And here's the twist. When you stop chasing, they start wondering. They start noticing that the pattern has changed. The calls aren't coming. The texts aren't buzzing. The long explanations are gone. And in that sudden silence, they are left with their own thoughts. Did you move on? Did you finally realize your value? Did you find someone better? That uncertainty eats at them. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." No contact is you stepping into that truth. You can't control what they think, what they do, or whether they come back. But you can control yourself. You can control your response. And by choosing silence, you choose strength over desperation. The next time your fingers itch to type a message, stop. Ask yourself, am I chasing them or am I choosing me? If it feels like chasing, delete the message. Every time you do this, you reinforce your strength. Number 3, silence makes them question your value. Seneca once said, "Silence is a lesson learned through life's many sufferings." When you go no contact, you are not just removing words, you are removing access. People only realize the weight of your presence when it's no longer freely available. As long as you explain yourself, chase, or try to prove your worth, they feel secure. They know you'll always be there, waiting in the shadows, ready to give your energy away. But the second you go silent, everything changes. Your silence is not emptiness, it's power. It forces them to sit with themselves and notice the void you left behind. They start asking, why aren't you reaching out? Why aren't you fighting for them? Why aren't you explaining yourself anymore? That silence becomes louder than any words you could ever say. It gnaws at their mind because suddenly the certainty they had about you is gone. And human beings fear uncertainty more than anything. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." No contact embodies this wisdom. Why waste your words trying to convince someone of your worth when your worth is self-evident in your absence? Why hand over your peace by explaining yourself to someone who decided not to see you? Your silence delivers the message they cannot ignore. I know who I am and I don't need to remind you. And here's the truth. Your silence shifts the balance of power. You are no longer the seeker. You become the source. You are no longer the one begging for validation. You are the one who chooses whether they still deserve a place in your life. Resist the urge to break your silence just to feel heard. Instead, journal your emotions. Let your page hear your story, not someone who failed to value it. That way, you express your truth without giving your power away. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. My silence speaks louder than words. My value is undeniable. Number 4, absence creates clarity for them and for you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." When you go no contact, you do something most people are too weak to do. You create distance, and in that distance, truth rises to the surface. For them, your absence forces clarity. While they had you, they didn't see you. While you were always available, they took you for granted. But the moment you step away, the illusion breaks. They finally feel the reality of what life is like without you in it. They notice the silence in their mornings, the missing presence in their nights, and it hits them. You were never just another option. You were the foundation of their stability. But absence doesn't just clarify things for them, it clarifies things for you. No contact gives you the strength to see beyond your emotions. It allows you to ask, did they truly deserve me? Did they treat me with the respect I gave them? Or was I pouring my soul into someone who only gave me scraps in return? That clarity can only come when you remove the noise of constant chasing, texting, or begging, and give yourself space to see reality as it is. Seneca said, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. And in this context, not reaching out, not breaking the silence, not giving in, that is courage. Every day you hold the line, you rebuild your self-respect. Every day you remain absent, you teach both them and yourself a lesson. Your presence is a privilege, not a guarantee. Use your absence as a mirror. Instead of asking why they haven't reached out, ask yourself why you tolerated less than you deserved. Write down 3 ways you gave more than you received, and promise yourself you'll never lower your value again. Number 5. Silence shifts the power back to you. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And this is the essence of why no contact is so powerful. It makes you the master of the situation. Before, you might have been reacting to every text, over-explaining yourself, or trying to convince them of your worth. That was power leaking away. But silence flips the script. When you go no contact, you stop dancing to their rhythm, and suddenly, they're the ones left guessing. Your silence is not weakness, it is command. It is the decision to no longer let them control your emotions. When you don't answer, they wonder. When you don't explain, they imagine. When you don't chase, they question everything they thought they knew about you. This is the beauty of silence. It makes you unpredictable. And unpredictability is power. Because when people know exactly how you'll react, they can manipulate you. But when they can't, they lose control. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your silence is proof that you have taken that advice to heart. You no longer fight for scraps of attention, because your attention has become sacred. And here's the hidden truth. The more silent you remain, the more noise it makes in their mind. They replay old conversations. They remember your presence. They question if they misjudged you. And slowly, the balance of power shifts, because the one who cares less controls more. The next time you feel the urge to break silence, remind yourself, every word I don't say makes me stronger. Write it down, repeat it until it becomes natural. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My silence is my strength. My power is mine again. Number 6, your growth in silence is your revenge. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." And that is exactly what silence gives you, the chance to become more than what they remember. While they're wondering why you haven't reached out, you're building. While they're questioning your absence, you're evolving. No contact is not just about cutting them off. It's about redirecting every ounce of energy you once gave them back into yourself. Think of silence as a forge. Every day you stay quiet, you're not just avoiding drama, you're shaping a stronger version of yourself. You're reading, training, creating, healing. You're turning heartbreak into fuel. And when you eventually cross paths again, if you choose to, they won't find the same person they left behind. They'll see someone calmer, sharper, more disciplined, someone who doesn't need validation because they've built it from within. That's when the tables truly turn, because the person they thought they could walk away from no longer exists. The truth is, nothing haunts someone more than realizing the person they underestimated grew without them. Seneca put it simply, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Don't waste yours explaining, chasing, or arguing. Use this silence as a weapon of transformation. Every day you grow in silence, you take back more power than any angry text or desperate call could ever give you. Each time you feel tempted to break no contact, channel that energy into one act of growth. Hit the gym, learn a new skill, journal, meditate, build something. Let your growth be your loudest response." Number 7. Scarcity makes them value you. Seneca once wrote, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." But here's the truth. People only become grateful when something is scarce. When you were always available, always calling, always giving, your presence was taken for granted. They didn't stop to think about your worth because they thought you would always be there. But silence changes the game. No contact turns your presence into a rare treasure, and human nature is wired to crave what it cannot easily have. Scarcity creates value. When they no longer hear from you, when your energy is no longer theirs to consume, they begin to feel the weight of your absence. They start replaying the moments you shared, realizing how much of their world was filled by you, and how empty it feels without that presence. This is not manipulation, it's discipline. It's refusing to hand yourself over so freely to those who didn't cherish you. And the more disciplined you are, the more undeniable your value becomes. Here's the irony. Silence doesn't just make them miss you, it forces them to respect you. Because when you withhold your presence, you send a clear message. I am not cheap. I am not common. I am not replaceable. Marcus Aurelius said, "The value of a man is in proportion to the objects he pursues." When you pursue self-respect and self-mastery, instead of chasing someone who undervalued you, you automatically raise your worth in their eyes and in your own. Stop being constantly available. Don't rush to reply. Don't always be the one who reaches out. Protect your time, protect your energy, and let your presence be earned. The less they have of you, the more they will realize what they lost. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. My presence is rare, and that is why it is valuable. Number 8. Be the source, not the seeker. Epictetus declared, "No man is free who is not master of himself." The deepest reason no contact makes them question everything is because you finally stop seeking and start being. You stop chasing their attention, their validation, their approval. You no longer beg to be understood. Instead, you become the source of peace, strength, confidence, and value. When you step into this mindset, you no longer hand your freedom to someone else. You are no longer at the mercy of their responses, their moods, their recognition. You are whole without them. That is what terrifies them the most. When they realize you don't need them to validate your worth, they feel the shift immediately. Your silence shows them that their approval has no power over you anymore. And here's the truth. The one who needs less always holds more power. You are no longer the seeker wandering for scraps of attention. You are the source that gives light and meaning. And when they feel the absence of that source, it burns. They remember the warmth you gave, the stability you carried, the energy you poured out, and now it's gone. They question everything because they finally see how much of their life was fueled by your presence. But this isn't about making them suffer. This is about freeing yourself. When you embody the source, you become unshakable. You don't chase people, you attract them. You don't explain yourself, you radiate self-respect. You don't beg, you inspire. Marcus Aurelius said, "Look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if you will always look." That is your task now. Stop looking outward for worth and claim the power that has always been inside you. Every time you feel the urge to reach out, pause and remind yourself, I am the source. Channel that energy into building your body, your mind, your craft, your future. When you live this way, you become unforgettable. So let's be clear. No contact is not about games. It's not about manipulation. It's not even about making them miss you. It's about reclaiming what was always yours. Your self-respect, your energy, your power. When you stay silent, you are not weak. You are unshakable. You're showing the world that you don't beg for love. You don't plead for attention, and you don't explain your worth to anyone. You embody it. And when you embody it, they feel it. They question everything because the person they thought they had figured out suddenly rises beyond their reach. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's what this whole journey is about. Mastering your mind, your emotions, and your presence. No contact is your battlefield, and your silence is your weapon. It rebuilds you, it disciplines you, and it forces others to recognize what they lost. But more importantly, it makes you realize that you were never lost in the first place. Now, I want you to step fully into this. Stop doubting, stop hesitating, stop waiting for them to wake up. Instead, focus on waking yourself up. Build your body stronger, build your mind sharper, build your spirit calmer. The more you do this, the more your silence speaks louder than any words ever could. And here's my final command to you. Never beg again. Never chase again. Never explain yourself again. Because you are the source, not the seeker. You are whole, you are powerful, and you are untouchable. Drop this final affirmation in the comments. I reclaim my power. My silence makes me unstoppable. If this video gave you strength, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more wisdom on building unbreakable confidence and stoic power. Remember, silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. And your strength will echo louder than their doubts ever could.